Okay guys, this is the second half, since my recording stopped in the middle there, of this same lesson. So I'm going to pick up, I'm not sure where it stopped, but these are all unimodal, meaning one bump, okay? And we talk about symmetrical or skewed, so they're all unimodal. This is symmetric, same on both sides. Skewed left, all the data is on the right. There's an outlier or something pulling it, not a usual one, out on the left side, on the lower side, skewed to that where it's pointed there. Okay, more variation on that side. This one here, skewed to the right. Okay, and we'll talk about it in greater detail, but the mean is pulled to the skew. So in this case, I have a one dotted line because the mean and the median are in the same place approximately there. But here, when it's skewed, the mean gets drawn over to the skew. And the mean gets drawn over to the skew as well in this one. So that would be the larger over the median here. In this case, the mean is smaller than the median. All right, down to the bottom ones. This one is bimodal, okay, and it's pretty symmetrical except for that long thing there, so it would be skewed to the right. This one has more than two bumps, so we call it multimodal, excuse me, and it looks approximately symmetric. This one's also multimodal and skewed to the left. All right, and this is really what this video is about, is going to be describing the box plots. We talked about setting up a box plot already. We have a 5-number summary, which means your minimum, Q1, median, Q3, and your max. Remember, Q1 stands for quartile 1. It's like the 25% mark. It's really the median of the lower half. And Q3 is the median of the upper half. Okay? IQR is found by subtracting Q3 minus Q1, just like that's like the max minus the min on the range. It's the maximum value minus the minimum of the inner quarters. Okay, range is max and min, and an outlier. A point is an outlier if it is more than 1.5 times the IQR above Q3 or below Q1. All right, I jumped the gun there, but this is really what I'm really here to describe the distribution. Okay, we're going to be talking about 4 topics actually. Okay, so we always talk about center, shape, and spread. If the information is available on outliers, which it is for box plots. Okay, then I'll mention that, and I know about outliers here. There's none of those dots, so there is no outliers on this particular graph. So I'll mention that. Okay, when I say center, you're not going to say the center is. That's like your topic. In a box plot, the center is the median. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one verbally here because of a number of reasons. Because I'm lazy, and number 2, because you can't read my writing anyways. My board's not writing right, so it makes it even harder for me. All right, so here we go. I'll start off. First sentence. Okay, and be careful because I don't know what that is. This is 10, that's 12, right? And it's somewhere in there. It looks like it's between 10 and 11, okay? So I just have to say something around or close to, but I don't want to say it's exactly something and be wrong because I really don't know. All right, so here's my first sentence. The median is approximately 11. You might say looks to be a little less than 11, appears to be, whatever, okay? So the median appears to be near 11, okay? Center, shape. From the center out, and the center out is pretty close. It's pretty close here, possibly a little skewed there, but it's pretty symmetric. So the median is approximately 11. The shape of this distribution is approximately or nearly symmetric. Okay, and my spread, I'm going to talk about the ranges, and I have 2 of them. The range of this distribution is from 20 to 2. So all I need to say is that the range is 18 on this distribution, while the IQR 6 to 14, I'm not sure it's exactly on there, appears to be about 8. Okay, and there are no outliers. Let me put that all together now. The median appears to be near 11. The distribution is approximately symmetric. While the range is 18, the IQR is approximately 8, and this distribution has no outliers. That's all the topics I've covered there. Okay, you want to answer that in paragraph form. Gets wordy, kind of a lot of writing. Sometimes we have that in stats. Here comes our next one, okay? All right, same topics. to note though, when I get to shape, oh, is this symmetric or skewed? Well, oh, it's stretched out more, because we count that outlier, so it's stretched out more on that side than that side from the middle. That's what I start with. Same with the IQR. This is the IQR, the interquartile range, that 50% in the middle. However many data points are in there, there's 25%, there's 25 in there, those are squished together, those are more spread out. Okay, so the IQR and the whole thing is spread out to the right, so I would say it's skewed to the right when I get there. Okay? Now it's important to note that sometimes the IQR could be different than overall, and I want to definitely mention that if that occurs. All right, so here we go. I'll go more quickly on this one. The median appears to be around 12 or 13 on this distribution. This distribution is skewed to the right. Center, shape, spread. It has a range of 35 minus 5 will be 5. Notice I'm counting the outlier of 30, sorry. 35 take away 5 will be 30. Has a range of 30, and it has an interquartile range of about 10. And there is at least one outlier at 35. Okay, one more time, put it together. The median looks to be around 12 or 13. This distribution is skewed to the right. The range is 30, while the interquartile range, the IQR, is about 10. And there is at least one outlier at 35. Okay. The reason I say at least one, there could be multiple points at 35. That could be 3 numbers right there. I don't really know. All right, so that's how that works. Okay, this one looks a little funky here, okay? And a lot of people get this wrong. They would say, here's the middle. They'll say it's skewed to the right, but they're not looking at the outlier. It's actually farther out on the left than the right. So it's actually skewed to the left. But if you notice inside this middle 50%, it's more spread out on the right. So that's interesting to note that the middle 50% is stretched out more on the right, but overall it's stretched out on the left. Okay? All right, here we go. Center, shape, spread, outliers. The median appears to be 5. Shape, overall, this distribution is skewed to the left, while the IQR is skewed to the right. Okay? Spread. The range looks to be about 7.5 to 1, about 6.5. And the IQR, appears to be about 1.5. And then there is at least one outlier at 1. That would be sufficient and well done there. Center, shape, spread, outliers, just like that. Okay, remember, don't use the term spread, center like that. All right, so that's an unusual one there. Notice there's no whisker. So like, hey, there's 25% in there, and there's 25%, watch this bottom 25%. It's all right there or on that line. There could be multiple ones of whatever that value is, like 4.5. There could be a bunch of 4.5s there, and then one out there. There could be several out there. All right, so I don't know exactly where they are. All right, here we go, 2 of them. Okay, now I can't just say the median of A is 7 and the median of B is 7. I haven't compared them. I talked about this the other day. I have to say that they're equal. Okay, and I don't even have to say the number value usually. Okay? All right, so here we go. On this one, it looks like the medians are both the same at about 7. So I'm saying they're equal. Okay? Center, next one is shape. Okay? This one appears skewed to the left for distribution A, while distribution B is approximately symmetric, while the IQR is skewed to the left. Okay? So distribution A is overall skewed to the left and has an IQR skewed to the left. Distribution B is approximately symmetric, there to there, while the IQR is skewed to the left. Okay, here comes range. Distribution B has a larger range and a larger IQR than distribution A. I don't even have to mention the numbers there. And there are no outliers in either graph. Okay, that'll do it for the rest of the lesson. I'll see you guys in class. Thank you.